Hello everyone. So in this video we are unboxing something fun that I bought from Costco, something that I absolutely need, which is a sharper image power percussion deep tissue massager. And it's on sale right now in Costco. Original price was $79 and they have a $15 discount, so I got this for $65 plus tax. The reason I got this is because I am a photographer, and a lot of times I hold cameras quite a lot and my shoulder gets really fatigued, and sometimes my neck also hurts when I look at a certain angle for a long time. So I think hopefully this massager would help me relieve my actual back pain, my muscle pains around my shoulder area, around my neck area. And the plus side, or I guess the good thing about this massager is when we saw it, it says it's actually battery powered. So cordless is always nice, and it comes with a carrying case. It also comes with a whole bunch of different accessories as seen right here. And on top of that, it's also got a case to hold those accessories in place with a claimed battery power, running power of around 4.5 hours fully charged. So, you know, on paper, this massager sounds like a dream come true for less than $100. And usually if you know, like professional massagers that you go to, like a professional massaging place, therapeutic place, those massagers cost like $300-400 and up. So if this thing can deliver for only $65 and it's cordless, I would think this is a great buy. So let's find out. So this section of the video, we're just gonna take everything out and then take a look, see what's inside. Again, I've never opened this before, so might need a knife to cut it. And in this case, I am just gonna use my pen, poke a little hole, and so hopefully we can open this. And again, Sharper Image, if you guys don't know about the company, I think they had a store before where, or like, I think the store is called Brooks or something like that, which sells a lot of Sharper Image products. And they're kind of like, I always had an impression that they are gimmicky stuff that people just buy and give them as gifts. But since they have a pretty good presence in Costco for the last few years, I thought, you know, why not give it a try? This is what it looks like on the inside. Pretty cool. So obviously they advertise it to, you know, deep tissue massage. So your muscles would get a pretty good massage after an intense workout, it looks like. Battery powered. Very nice, very nice. And look at this case, it's beautiful. I mean, I'm impressed by at least the presentation of the case. So let's find out what's inside the case. Very good presentation. And again, we're not paid by Sharper Image, of course. We bought it in Costco because I need it. Opening up the packaging right here. So what's inside? So they got some instructions here. Just pretty much says, thank you for purchasing. To clean it, you know, wipe it clean with damp cloth. And some of the stuff included. Let's take a look at the stuff that's in here. So you got the charger, the AC adapter right here. Pretty tiny AC adapter. And obviously, they also give you a card that always tells you, like if you buy something kind of expensive in Costco, they always give you a card that says, do not return to Costco, contact them first, so they save on costs from the returning merchandise. But hopefully it works and I don't have to return. It looks like this is like advertising material, just tells you how to use this product. Seems to be pretty easy. Attaching it, charging it, and using different attachments. This is the actual massager itself. Again, I'm quite impressed by the design. It's very, very sleek. And at the same time, it feels solid. But again, this is the motor section. It's pretty heavy. And this is the lithium battery section. So the charging port is right at the bottom. And there's a power switch. When you turn on the power switch, there's a white LED light that just lights up. Okay, so, and again, On the back, another LCD screen that I guess tells you the power and the runtime, or maybe that's the percentage. I don't really know. Okay, so this is the touch screen. You go clockwise. As you guys can see, it starts to shake. And there are a few different settings. The highest one is number 6. So you just keep on rotating. It switches between 0 to 6, and this is number 6. And if you keep rotating past 6, it turns the unit to 0. And or you can also just touch this. It switches from 0 to 6. Okay, so 6 different modes, at least that's what we find out. On the top, there's a venting port. I guess that's for the motor to dissipate the heat that it generates. So pretty simple. Like really, there's nothing fancy in here. Attachments is probably all in here. Okay, so again, I would think that that little ball that they showed over here would be, from the picture, it looks pretty substantial. But looking at the actual image of the ball, it's actually quite tiny and it's extremely light. So really there isn't any weight to this ball. The ball is very dense foam. So it's a solid core, but because the ball is actually foam, so it's not very heavy. So I guess the majority of the weight is, again, just this massager itself. And to attach it, it's pressure fitted. So I guess there's a mechanism in here that kind of prevents it from falling out once you just press this in here. And it's already like firmly attached. You can kind of turn this a little bit, but I don't think it makes any difference. So this is a solid memory foam ball. And that's a larger size. This is a smaller size. There really isn't much difference between the largest one and the small one. And then in here, there are a few of kind of funky looking smaller balls. I'm just gonna leave it here. You have like a smaller like pressure puncture, and you have this that kind of likes like a pressure massager that in certain parts you can kind of massage yourself. You can't really attach any of the other things in here. This is just a solid like plastic point massager. And you have a single one that's kind of like a larger. So all those attachments, oh, I just accidentally pressed it by accident and it turned the machine on. Gotta be careful. So kind of sensitive in the back area of the touch screen. So try not to touch it if you just leave it on the desk. But those are all the massager attachments that you got. Okay, kind of tiny like attachments. It actually, they made it look very substantial on the marketing material. Like everything looks substantial. This ball looks big, and even it looks big here. But actually, in person, when I saw the ball, in person, it's not as big as one person thinks. Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna use this ball, like just quickly. Oh wow! You know what? It's pretty powerful. Like if you just hold it on your hand, you don't really have a force like actually attached. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. And that's power number 6. Whoa. Okay, guys. Don't be deceived by the small look. This thing is actually very, very powerful. I'm very, very surprised. Very, very impressed. Wow, it feels good. Oh my God. Yeah. Scratch about what I'm telling you that it looks big. It doesn't have to be looking big because this thing is very powerful. Like the moment I put it on my hand, you can see, I'm not sure if it shows in the picture, but this thing actually, wow, it actually hurts. So yes, quite powerful. And it actually feels really great. Like I can like just start using it like right away. So this thing, where it's most effective, as the name implies, is on your tissue. Don't put this on your bone. Like, see what happens if I put it on my bone? Like, it just bumps around and it actually hurts your bone. So just make sure the places that you point to is your tissue, is your muscles, and don't ever put it on the bone area, because you're gonna hurt your bone. Okay, it's very comfortable when you actually just instantly leave it on your muscle, and you can feel that intense vibration on your muscle like right away. I'm so glad my wife actually told me to buy this, and I was always hesitant because I was like, sharper image, isn't that like gimmicky stuff people just give to other people as gifts? But in this case, it's definitely, they delivered. I mean, I'm quite impressed by the power. And also another plus side is it's not as heavy, because we actually bought a another brand of actually like professional massager. That thing actually costs close to $200, and you have to use two hands to hold that massager on your body while you're walking around. But this thing, it's like not even half the weight of that professional massager that we bought and returned, and it's just as powerful. And so in terms of like the design of the massager, I'm definitely impressed. And they also give you some extra, so to prevent you from accidentally touching this, you will always, when you finish, just turn it off right here, so it doesn't get turned on by accident. So having a physical power button is definitely helpful, and having that touch screen on the back to quickly adjust is also a plus for this massager as well. I'm pleasantly surprised. And again, depending on the tissue area that you're working around, you could use a big ball for larger tissues, and you can use a smaller memory foam ball for like smaller area. Like I would say like maybe some other area that just have a little bit of the muscle, not so much muscle. So maybe on the hand, I think this actually works better. But on the body, in the other areas, you should just use the larger memory foam ball. And the other, just judging by the look of those, I don't think it's going to be very comfortable, but I guess if you have a pressure point that you need to like deep penetration, you can use one of those other attachments that actually seems like it's very concentrated on deep penetration to relieve that, you know, deep muscle pain using those hard materials. But again, I'm telling you, like just the little memory foam ball is probably what majority of people is going to use for the most part. And this will definitely help with relieving my muscle discomfort. So again, this is just the first impression. I would definitely come back at the end of the video, give you guys a final conclusion after a few weeks of using this to relieve my my arm muscle pain, and let you guys know if actually there's an improvement or not. I think it's gonna help quite a lot. You know, just first impression, I already think it's already impressed me like enough.